Hey y'all, it's your girl Sherry, also known as G-Roz, and today we're going to get into graphs. It could be from the most simplest things to the most intricate things. Honestly, either one, beautiful. So first things first, we need to get into what is a graph. A graph is used to demonstrate an image. You take an image or a pattern and it will create something like an image or a pattern in crochet. I feel like I just said a lot, but you don't need that much. One stitch equals one box, and the color of the square will always tell you which color yarn you should be using at that set time and place. Next, materials. So you are going to need the yarn of your choice, as in weight and color, based on the project or the pattern that you're doing. Get a crochet hook that matches the weight of the yarn that you chose to use. Next is a graph. Yeah, you could start in Pinterest. You could even look them up on Google. You can find a good couple. My first couple graphs was off Google and Pinterest, and they will always come like this. But what I like to do now is I like to use a design software such as Stitch Fiddle. Take a picture and put it, and it will put it on the graph it out for me, so forth and so forth. So to start your graph, you're going to need a foundation chain. What I'm going to do is make a knot, insert my hook. We're going to crochet 20 stitches plus 1 for the turn. 20 stitches and 1 more for the turn. I like to make that one a little tight. Insert, pull up, pull through. Working in a graph, you will always start from the bottom right. You always start from row 1, right to left, and then working upwards, left to right, right to left, left to right. So, as you can see, basically what I'm doing is I am doing the very first row. You know how the graph starts from right to left? That is because when we make our chain, we're technically going to the right from left, and now we're working from right to left. Completed your first row. So basically for me completing this first row, I have completed my first row on my graph. Now we're going to go to follow the directions. So basically for this chart, what you're going to have to do is you're going to be using only the pink for the background areas, which is basically going to be for the next 5 rows. And starting on the 6th row on the wrong side, you will begin to add your red, which is part of the heart, which will start creating your design. So continue to keep going, and I will meet you up there. Now we're going to have to do some color changing. For you to be able to get the desired design that you want, you're not just going to be using one color. You're going to be switching colors, you know. And it's not that hard. It's really not that serious. Basically, whatever stitch you're doing, you're going to connect the other color yarn during your last yarn over, if you know what I mean. So if you were to do a half double crochet, you're going to yarn over, insert, pull up, yarn over. This last yarn over right here, where you will be pulling through everything to complete the stitch, that is where you will be changing the color. Every time. It's going to work every time. It's going to work with a single crochet. It's going to work with half, double, triple, little. So I have to do 9 pinks before I get to the red. So 3, 4, 8, 9. So this is going to be my last stitch. So I'm going to grab my red. I recommend doing patterns that only require 2 colors. If you need to untangle them, you only have 2 colors you need to worry about. And I always keep one color on one side, one color on the other. So I have my 3 on my hook, and because we are currently on the wrong side, the yarn or the ends of the work and the carrying methods will always be on this side. So the face that's looking at you is the right side, and this is the wrong side. To complete this stitch, put the color right here, place the color like such, place my thumb on top, use my other hand, carry the color in front, and just pull through. And now we're working with the red. All you have to do is keep going. With these types of projects, you will learn about tension. Your first few projects might be a little chunky in some places, might be a little tight, taut in some other places, and that's because you just didn't get your tension right. Yet. That is the first part of our design. So I'm just going to continue down the row, finishing the rest of this rose pattern, which would be 9 pinks, 2 reds, and the rest, which is 9 pinks. Row 7. Do not wrap your carryovers into your stitches. It's going to pull on your yarn in the back, which is going to make your project look very puffy and tight in some places, and you don't want that. This part calls for 6 red. You're going to change colors one more time. Throw on a hook, hold, grab yarn over. Sometimes it's from the front, sometimes it's from the back. Either way, it's going to get it done. So pull through all 3. Your half double crochet is completed. Tug on the previous color and continue. And that's it. It ain't really much to it. Yeah, so all you really need to know how to do is the desired stitch. Color changing, carry, they go together. Can't do one without the other. You can, but in this circumstance, you gotta do one and the other. And we're just gonna continue that for the rest of our pattern in our graph. We have about 12 more rows left. So we're almost halfway there. When I'm done, I will come back and hopefully we have a nice cute heart together. And like that, we are finished. Yes, your very first graph. A 20 by 20 cute. This was done with a 7mm. So it's about, I think it's my face. Very cute. Very demure, very Then all you have to do is chain 1, cut off, pull that thing through, and you're good. But yes, you got your graph. Hope to see you make some more, and have a good one.